Hanover Messe 2022 continues. Hello again, I'm Michael Hainsworth. Campus private wireless networks are a huge opportunity for enterprise and critical for Industry 4.0. Chris and Rolf joins us now for a closer look at that. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Let's define what a campus private wireless network is.
Yeah, the campus private wireless network is really an evolution of what happened with Wi-Fi. Everyone is familiar, whether you're walking into a fair like this or into your home, most people have Wi-Fi. This is the evolution of that going into the 4G and the 5G technologies, and it's really focused on contained space, meaning if you think about a campus, in the States it's more of a university, right? But the very similar models that exist within businesses and fairs, where you got multiple buildings that you can cover with the same network in a much broader sense and bring in additional technologies like 4G, 5G. That's really the campus environment. It's not specific to universities. It's for all enterprise, all business.
I could see an automotive manufacturer with a large footprint requiring something like this, but they already have WAN.
Right, they do have WAN, but WAN is not focused on what's happening within the enterprise. And you need to think about what they're doing in a manufacturing environment. A lot of the processing and the impact to the business outcomes is happening with people on the production lines. So you want to make sure you're bringing that connectivity there and it's impactful and the compute is happening. With 5G and 4G private technologies, you have the ability to do that because you can move things from the cloud to the edge and really to the hands of the individuals.
So we're talking about not throwing out 4G, not throwing out the Wi-Fi. We're bringing all three of these technologies together depending on where you need them.
You're right, and I think that's an important aspect of how you differentiate from a Nokia perspective, because it's not a rip and replace of Wi-Fi, right? There's a place for that, and we recognize that, and we value that. But we look at how do you combine that? How do you get benefit across Wi-Fi with 4G and 5G? What does that look like? We have the ability now with our MX Boost to actually combine those together. And so you've got a tunnel now that is accelerating what's happening in your RF environment. It's very unique, and I think customers are starting to gravitate towards that.
Well, Rolf, do you have a use case example you can provide us?
I would take video analytics, right? Because video analytics is such a broad use case. Yeah, you use it on quality inspection, you use it on health and safety, and even you use it across the verticals, right? So you use it on ports, you use it on airports, but you use it also on production lines in order to find out false products. Yeah, so increasing the efficiency, increasing the productivity. That would be my favorite one. Absolutely.
So what you're basically saying is it's not just a single type of use case, and it's not just a single type of industry that would benefit.
Not at all. I think it's our salespeople's job to translate those similar use cases into the different industries, right? Because a port or an airport is talking a different language than a manufacturer, but all are working with this analytics, don't they, right?
Fantastic. Now, Kyndryl, you got some news on that front.
Yeah, Kyndryl, I think most people recognize IBM as a name. Kyndryl is what was their global technology services business that they created as a separate entity. They're one of the global systems integrators that are touching a lot of the customers that we're touching. So our go-to-market is with a partner strategy, partner-led. And when we look at what's happening in this marketplace, it's the global system integrators that are key to bring this all together, and that global footprint allows them to deliver globally as well. So the value that they bring to us is exponential growth, right? But ultimately, it's value to the customer, and that's what we're really getting towards, is how do we increase the value with the customer, and we do that with those strategic partnerships. Kyndryl's one of those that we look at today, and we recognize they've done some really good things, and we want to see how do we continue to improve, but also how do we build a model of that is scalable across the entire channel.
Fascinating stuff. Thank you for your time and insight.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
And great seeing you in person as well.
My pleasure again.
We are in Germany at Hanover Messe 2022. I'm Michael Hainsworth.